And we conclude this series of retro reviews with 2013. What's up, guys? It's me, the ALE Prince. And I'm here to give you a retro review for SummerSlam 2013. I mentioned how I was close to being part of the YWC. At the time, how I found out about the YWC and stuff like that was late 2012, I remembered. I was watching people talking about their matches of the year on YouTube, and then I kind of got invested in those. I watched other people talk about it, and then 2013 was set to be one of the shittiest years of all time because 2012 was bad for wrestling. It was just so PG. You had stuff like the Funkasaurus, Brodus Clay. You had Great Khali singing. Zack Ryder got pushed down to a jobber. Everybody got screwed up in 2012, unless you were CM Punk. But even then, that led to his leaving of the company. But 2013 was a slightly better year simply for the fact of one man. And his name is Daniel Bryan. That man made 2013 better than it could have because he carried that year by himself. And think about it. He started the year as the tag team champion with Kane from Team Hell No. And then you fast forward to August and he's the WWE champion. But before I get to that, let me talk about the rest of this show and see how great this show was. We got Bray Wyatt defeating Kane in a Ring of Fire match. Basically an Inferno match with pinfalls or submission. It was kind of stupid. Thankfully, they didn't bring this back. And basically, the only reason why they brought the Ring of Fire just so so Luke Harper and Eric Rowan don't enter the ring. But it was stupid because they just put a blanket and then just jumped over like whatever and beat the crap out of Kane. And Bray Wyatt wins his first ever match against Kane by interference. So, it's whatever. Not a great way to start the show. It was cool seeing the fire in the ring. That was about it. Honestly, the fire was the best part of the whole match. So, yeah, there's that. Then we get Cody Rhodes versus Damien Sandow. Now, before I get to this match, let me just say that 2013 was the year that they realized that Cody Rhodes is a star. I mean, not Stardust, but a star. It's too bad that they didn't do shit with him, but thankfully now he is the ROH champion and he's just running high with that belt. But this led to, some greatness for Cody Rhodes. I'm actually shocked he didn't win Money in the Bank because he was the MVP of that match. Besides Daniel Bryan, I think Cody Rhodes and Goldust carried 2013 as well. And this was a start of it because he beat Damien Sandow, Mr. Money in the Bank, I should say. At the time, I wasn't that mad that Damien Sandow lost because he was the Money in the Bank holder. So obviously he was going to lose for a couple times and eventually he was going to cash in and become World Heavyweight Champion. But that wasn't the case now, was it, WWE? Fucking stupid. So yeah, Damien Sandow loses and it was just so bad for him. Yeah. So I wish Damien Sandow had a better career. He had so much potential, mic skills, the look, the charisma, everything about Damien Sandow said star. But I guess they didn't see anything in him. But this came from the team of the splitting of Rhodes Scholar. It was just a really good feud. Actually, this is my third most anticipated match of the night besides the two main events. And it was a pretty good match, to say the least. Cody Rhodes shaved his mustache. At the time, he had a mustache. But, Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow had a good little match and a really enjoyable one, to say the least. Alberto Del Rio defeated Christian for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think this is the last time Christian got a World Championship shot. After this, it just went back to normal. And I'm shocked, but this match was actually really good. I really enjoyed this match. Christian and Alberto Del Rio have great chemistry, and this shows here. I really enjoyed the match between these two. Like I mentioned, these two guys have pretty great chemistry. This is, besides the ladder match, I think this is my other favorite match that these two have had. But yeah, I really enjoyed the match. It was really good. Alberto Rio stands tall, and then eventually he takes on RVD, who, may I remind you, RVD was on the pre-show against Dean Ambrose. You hear Dean Ambrose and you hear RVD. How was that not on the main show? Instead, what we got on the show was Brie Bella and Natalia. Natalia wins. It was okay. This showed the greatness of Eva Marie and her beauty. I mean, that's about it. All I care about is that these girls were in bikinis, so I really didn't give a shit about anything else. But what I did give a shit about was this match. Holy crap. This match was awesome. We had Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk and the Best versus the Beast. Holy crap, this was so fucking amazing. Easily the best match in SummerSlam since 2002's Michaels and Triple H. It's gonna be a while for someone to top this match. You know, this is the last 5-star classic I remember now. Yes, this is the last match I gave 5 stars in SummerSlam. AJ Styles and John Cena were close, not quite yet. I don't know. It's something missing about it. Probably the belt, but holy shit. This match was so fucking incredible. I really enjoyed this match. I think this proved that Brock Lesnar could actually have a great match if he felt like it. But you know, what can you do with Brock Lesnar? Fucking lazy ass. But yeah, this is a great match. I really enjoyed the match. I know that CM Punk got mad that Brock went over, but you kind of had to. He already lost to Cena and he already lost to Triple H. I get that he was mad. Punk was mad, but the only thing that I will give shit for WWE was that they didn't do shit with CM Punk afterwards. Afterwards, all he did is fight right back, took on the Shield, and then he said, "Fuck this, I'm out," and he left. He was originally going to take on Triple H at WrestleMania 30, but that wasn't the case. Honestly, he should have just gone back to the world title picture. I mean, maybe that would give him more prestige instead of having Randy Orton carrying 2 belts at once. So, I don't know. They could have done so much with this, but that wasn't the case. So, I just blame WWE for not booking CM Punk better. He could have actually helped Curtis Axel. He actually wanted to build Curtis Axel because they haven't done shit with him. He wasn't even on the show. I mean, he's the Intercontinental Champion. Mr. Perfect's son. And they didn't do shit all else. They could have given a tribute to him. They could have done something great with him. Hell, I wouldn't have mind seeing Curtis Axel, Cody Rhodes, and Damian Sandow in a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. That would have made that storyline a little bit better, honestly. And then, 2 egos fighting against each other, but Curtis Axel steals the victory. You know, they could have done something great with this guy, but I don't know. What can you do? But this match, I'll go back and watch it. It was so damn great. I really enjoyed the story going into it. Honestly, this is my most anticipated match of that year. When I heard this match was happening, I was on the edge of my seat waiting for this match to happen, and it was incredible. It was that fucking good. Yes, and Brock Lesnar, even though Punk lost, whatever, Brock had to look strong. Because eventually he does take on The Undertaker. Eesh. Next match, Dolph Ziggler and Kaitlyn defeated Big E Langston. At the time, he was called Big E Langston, not Big E, and AJ Lee. So, Dolph Ziggler went from the World Championship to this, so it's kind of sad, but I'm fine with the match. All it did was make sure that, just to rest the crowd up for the next match, because, again, just like 2008, you had 2 of the biggest main events ever. So they needed something to calm the audience down, calm the fans down, because they just saw one of the best matches of their lives. And hell, the only thing I remember this, but some guy won a Doritos contest, and then he and his homies got to sit in the front of the match, so they got to witness this match in front of everybody. And the problem with this match is that they kept zooming in on those guys. They couldn't focus on the actual competitors of the match, so that's the only issue I had. I remember that. So there's that. Dolph Ziggler and Kaitlyn win. Sure, why not? Yeah, I don't know. You could do whatever. I mean, Big E Langston eventually goes back to NXT for a while until he comes back just to drop the belt to Bo Dallas, another guy who they dropped the ball with. Damn, what is it with WWE dropping the ball with fucking people? But damn, that they took risks here. So the story here, Daniel Bryan was the most over guy. The moment he lost the belt to the Shield, he said, you know what, it's time for me to go on my own and prove to these people that I am that damn fucking good. He had great matches with Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, and even Kane to an extent. He had some pretty good matches with all 3 Shield members. You know, he had great matches in just like 1 month. And then they said, you know what, we got to do something. We can't do anything with Daniel Bryan because he doesn't look like a star. But however, they did play this story off of Vince McMahon not seeing anything in Daniel Bryan or Triple H. Just basically taking real life situations. This was just a good start for it. So Daniel Bryan got over with the crowd. Even John Cena said, you know what, I don't care if he's not a championship material. I want to fight him because he's right now people's favorite. I need to beat the favorite, and I need to prove to the world that, there's only one John Cena. And holy shit, I was shocked how great this match was. This match was good. This match was fantastic. If Brock and Punk never happened, this would have easily been the next match of the night. And hell, I forgot that Triple H was the referee. I'm like, what the fuck is Triple H the referee for? He's gonna fuck up the whole match. But no, it just played off the story of how he was just going after John Cena. They had a great match. It was pretty good. It was amazing. And then afterwards, John Cena took off simply for the fact that John Cena had a injured arm. I remember he had like a big bump on his shoulder. I remember that. That was weird. But for some reason, he recovered like that, even though it was going to take him like 4 to 5 months. But he recovered faster than I expected, so there's that. This match was really good. I really enjoyed it. How is it that an injured John Cena had a better match than all of Randy Orton's matches? How crazy is that? And I like Randy Orton more than I like John Cena, but hell, there's that. Daniel Bryan stood tall, and then Randy Orton cashed in because Triple H pedigreed Daniel Bryan. And the fact that John Cena was willing to lose to Daniel Bryan clean says a lot from the guy. He actually got my respect when that happened. Even if he was injured, he still beat him clean. I don't give a fuck, because John Cena didn't even feel injured. He fucking fought there like it was WrestleMania season. But yeah, he stood tall. Daniel Bryan became WWE champion for a while, so Triple H screwed him over. And I liked it because they continued the storyline. Granted, I wish it was better told, but this did eventually lead to WrestleMania 30 being the night of Daniel Bryan. So I give him props for that. I mean, that's about it. But holy shit, this was a fantastic show. 9 out of 10. Those 2 matches were great. Christian and Alberto Del Rio surprised me. Rhodes and Sandow had a pretty solid little match, even though it was short. And the Ring of Fire was bad. Everything was fucking good. I think this was a very good show. People would like to see the 2 main events, but everything else was actually pretty good. Also, The Miz was the host of this show, but the whole time they tried to build up a match between him and Fandango, which didn't work out because The Miz was the worst babyface in the history of WWE. So there's that. It's honestly, if you watch 2013, I would just watch from Extreme Rules to SummerSlam and then just cut it from there. Maybe watch a couple of Daniel Bryan's later matches because that storyline was good. Also, the Punk Heyman storyline was good, but everything else is just kind of weird. So, anyways, that'll be it for the Retro Review series. Next up, I'll be doing the Heroes of SummerSlam. I did for Heroes of WrestleMania. It's time to talk about the Heroes of SummerSlam. I'll be starting that next week. So, yeah, it's me, the ALE XX Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And until then, I'm out.